Greetings, family. It's Empress D. I'm on a trail today, bringing you nature, of course, in the background. I hope you guys are well. I really want to talk about today is change. You know, obviously the one thing that's constant and inevitable is change, right? But I don't know if everybody takes the time to think about how different life is now than it was in 2019 and before that. It's such a different reality. And so if we really think back to when they said in 2020 that we are going to have to get ready for the new normal, they weren't joking. And it wasn't temporary. And I hope we realize that at this point. I hope I don't sound like a lunatic, because I'm not. If we really sit down and ponder it, which I've had a lot of time to ponder, we have never been back to what we call normal. Like for 2019 and before that, life was pretty consistently normal. Yeah, we evolved and changed as societies, but it's never been like it is right now. And so I hope that we're realizing that something's happening and they're really trying to create a new normal for us. And I hope everybody sees it. You know, everything is changing. Everything is changing before our eyes. The problem is that they have so many distractions around us to take our focus away from recognizing what is happening, what is changing around us. Everything is changing around us. Everything is changing. And I hope people realize it. Honest to God, I hope people realize it, because something's up. Something's up. And so change is inevitable. Change is happening. And I think what we have to focus on is what we can control. We cannot necessarily control our external environment or outside of our immediate environment. I'm a firm believer that we control our immediate environment. We control our lives with our thoughts and our actions. So we're in control of that. Outside of that, we're not really in control of individually what happens in our communities, what happens in our cities, our countries, our world, right? Collectively we have that impact. So let me elaborate. If we each lived where our work was maintaining our home environment, our health, and sharing with the community our gifts and talents. What if we all lived in a world where we did that? We didn't really necessarily exchange money for services. We all just got the services we need, and in exchange for that, we all provided the community with the services that we have to deliver, right? And each and every one of us has a service. What if we lived like that and we were able to get whatever we want, whatever clothing, food, jewelry, whatever lifestyle we wanted to live, we lived it based on the fact that we all are sharing in contributing to our community? What if we lived in a world like that? Wouldn't we be in harmony, right? And we could have that, but that would require everybody to have that mindset, right? And we're far from that. But I think that that's the change that's about. I think that this is a monumental time in humanity, family. I feel like we're having this choice, just this choice to maintain and hang on to humanity and what we know to be human, meaning human beings, flesh and blood, reproducing, man and woman, Women have a womb, and they're the ones that carry life and nurse the babies from the milk that naturally forms in the breast after delivering the baby. Actually, it happens before the delivering of the baby. It prepares. Anyway, the body's amazing. And so, guess what? No, that's not the way we're supposed to procreate. We're supposed to procreate in a perfect manner where there's no genetic anomalies. We can do that in an artificial womb, in a baby factory farm, which could very well be the future. Family, I think we're having to choose. We're going to have to choose if we want to maintain our humanity, our ability to feel, which is what separates us from a machine, or if we want to just say, you know what, feeling can be programmed into the machine eventually. Let's just all hybrid with machine. I feel like that's what we're being chosen. I think I could be crazy, but I feel like this is what's happening. If we really sit back and think about it. And see, I've had a lot of time to sit back and think. And that's what and I'm not the only one, right? There's lots of others that are seeing things this way, family. I've had my ear to the ground, to everything. And I've had the privilege to do that because I know most of you don't. You're living a hustle bustle life, and there's no time. But I've been thrust into a life where I've had a lot of time to learn and grow and read and be up to date on what's happening. And I think this is what we're facing. So I get that many would think that this is sci-fi and that I'm crazy, but take the time to think about it first before like, I don't mind. You can call me crazy all you want. That doesn't bother me. But what would bother me is that you shut yourself off from allowing the possibility to be a possibility, and maybe investigate a little bit before dismissing it, because something's happening, family. That's all for today. I'm it's crazy. I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to share. But that's what's up. I think something's up, family, and we have to really think about it. So that's what I'm sharing. I hope you guys are finding some nature space to be in. I'm just in a path. I'm in a location and I have some time, so I just went on a walk, and this is what I found. And of course, there's a wonderful helicopter above. But nonetheless, I was able to find a space to share with you and actually enjoy some nature. And I hope you guys do the same, okay, family? So thank you for taking the time to listen to this message. I love and I value each and every one of you. One love, family.